bet you thought you saw the last of the Bout Books videos clogging up your subscription feed. Well, I'm here to burst your bubble and bring you a quick wrap up of my Bout Books 10.0 readathon experience. In my last video entitled Readathon Stuffs, I did a brief update of my Bout Books readathon experience thus far, so I won't go into day-by-day page count, but I'll show you quickly what I read during the readathon and let you know how much money that I am going to donate to charity based on the books that I read. In case you're unfamiliar with the charity situation that I decided to do for Bout Books, I decided to donate $10 for every book that I finished during the week of Bout Books readathon. I'm going to be donating money to the local Red Cross for the Tornado Relief Fund. So let's just get started on the books that I read during the week. The first book I finished during the week was The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Granted, it was only about 180 pages, but I technically finished it during the week. I really enjoyed it. I absolutely adored it. And I gave it 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads, but it's a really high 4. I just had some problems with the pacing and the epilogue, but other than that, it's definitely one of my favorites. The next book that I picked up during the readathon was We Were Liars by Lockhart. I have this art copy from about a month ago that I won on Twitter, and since it came out last week, I decided that I would pick it up, and I read it with Max from Well Done Books, and we had a nice little chat after we read it. The writing was absolutely gorgeous, but the story overall felt a little flat. Otherwise, it was very well written. It's getting quite a bit of buzz around the internet world, so if you're interested in it, I would recommend checking it out, but I gave it 3 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. The next book that I read in its entirety during the readathon was To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, and this was the book that I was awaiting in the mail. It was exactly what I needed when I read it. It was fluffy and light and sweet, just like a cotton candy cloud, and I gave it 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads, and I'm looking forward to picking up more by Jenny Han in the future. Then I took several hours to finally decide what I wanted to read next after a bit of a slump in the middle of the week, and it was Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I did not complete this book. I only read the first 140 pages, but again, it was exactly what I needed. I had been reading a lot of things set in the real world, and I needed something with some fantastical elements, and this urban fantasy is really satiating that thirst. With 1 hour to go in the readathon, I was feeling kind of bummed out about the amount of pages and books that I had read, so I picked up a graphic novel, AD, New Orleans After the Deluge. This book was shortlisted for our university's Common Book program, so I needed to read it anyway, and it was quite delightful, and I enjoyed the art, and I gave it 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. So my total page count ended up being 1,126 pages, which I'm quite proud of. I really just like to break 1,000 whenever I do these readathons, and I did it. Although I read a little bit more during the yearathon, I'm still very satisfied with this. And since I finished 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half books during the readathon, I'll be donating $45 to the American Red Cross. If you want to know more about any of the books that I read during the readathon, just keep an eye out for future book talks. If you don't know, I try to do book talks for every book that I read, but I've been kind of behind, so it may be a little while before I get to these, but they will definitely happen in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you participated in Bout Books, let me know in the comments how you did. Also, let me know what book talks that you're most excited to see from me, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!